Welcome back to YourTown television program. I'm your host, Paula MacNab. I'm delighted to be with you today, and again I have the privilege of interviewing some very, very intelligent, interesting guests on our beautiful Monterey Peninsula. My second segment guest is Elan Vasquez, who is the president of the Monterey County Film Commission. Welcome to the program, Elan.
Thank you for having me on, Paula.
Yeah, I'm delighted to have you here. You and I sit on the board of directors of the Monterey County Film Commission, so we've had a chance to see what's happening on the commission and where it's going to go and so forth. So I'd like to have you start with telling us a little bit about what is the Monterey County Film Commission, and then we'll get into a little bit of your background, which is quite a great story in and of itself.
Absolutely.
What is the Monterey County Film Commission?
The Monterey County Film Commission is proactively marketing the film industry to come and film in Monterey. So we're helping people connect with production companies. So when a production company comes down here, they're looking for many things. One of them is a location, one of them is crew, hotels, caterers, just a variety of different things. And what the Monterey County Film Commission does is puts them together. So if they're looking for something, they will connect them to the right business, the right person, the right agency to make sure that everything flows smoothly.
So, Elan, because we live in such a beautiful area, I mean, this is, and I say it all the time, this is a world-class destination. I would think, and I know to be true, that many, many companies, movie companies, film companies, want to come and shoot here. I think that it's kind of a dream come true if it can all go smoothly. And so what I'm hearing you say is that one of the duties of the Film Commission is to see that that happens smoothly for the businesses that are coming in. Would that be correct?
Absolutely. So our goal is to generate economic impact into the county.
So that means make money.
Make money, but there's many ways of making money, and it's not only helping us in marketing the area to have films shot here, but the benefit after you see the film on TV, the experience that you share with the world, when you see Madman Don Draper sitting on the edge of the cliff in Big Sur, it just makes people feel so different because they've never seen that part of the world, which entices them to say, I want to go to Big Sur, I want to check it out.
Well, and conversely, those of us who are fortunate enough to live here, we get kind of a thrill out of, oh my gosh, that's right off of Bixby Bridge, or I know that spot on Carmel street corner or at the beach. So there's kind of a double pleasure, I see.
Absolutely, and the benefit that it creates, it's pretty amazing. Obviously, I'm here today because I got the opportunity to participate in one of these shoots, and it opened a whole world for me, and now this is what I do for a living.
So tell our viewers, Elan, your story is a great one. So how did you end up where you are and here today? Go back.
Go back.
Yeah, go
so
back.
It all started
in the beginning.
Started in a little town in Mexico. I was born in Mexico City, and
that's not a little town.
It's
just saying.
It's true. I was born in Mexico City, but my parents are from a smaller town called Puebla, Mexico, and Oaxaca, Mexico. And I was born in Mexico City and moved to California in, I believe, 1988 or 87, and grew up in Venice Beach. So I went to elementary and middle school and high school in Venice, and it was very different because there were so many opportunities to decide what I wanted to do with my life.
So let me ask you a question. You were very young at that time. You were, what, 4 years old?
I was 4 years old, yes.
So you were learning English and Spanish as you were growing up as a young boy.
Correct. So I didn't have the opportunity. I learned Spanish in my home because that was our predominant main language. But at school, I had the opportunity to enter kindergarten at the same level as everyone. There was no English or Spanish differentiation. It was just class.
Right.
So you went to class and you picked up, you know, the different activities and the different languages that your classmates speak. So you realize, hey, I'm not the only one that speaks one language or two languages. And it was very nice to be in a diverse situation in Los Angeles.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I was very lucky to have people support me through my education and give me advice. And one of the advice that really hit close to me was, whatever you do, don't stay in the local area. Venture out. Get out of your comfort zone. Explore the world.
Yes.
And that's what led me to Monterey Bay. I ended up taking a college tour of all the different colleges throughout Northern California. And when I saw Monterey Bay, it was a brand new campus, and I was so excited. It was like seeing a piece of the world that you've never seen before. And especially when you get to Big Sur, you just feel the greatness of it, of just the big space. You become this small little person in such a big world, which I think gives you a little bit of perspective of what you want to do with your life, and it gives you time to think.
Right. So you came up and went to school here?
I did. I went to Cal State Monterey Bay, and throughout that time, obviously, you have to generate income. You have to figure out what you're going to do with your life, and how you're going to pay for the bills.
Again. We keep coming back to that money thing.
Yes. And so I was working in construction. I was a project manager for a construction company. I grew up in construction, and so that was second nature to me. Managing workers, managing contracts, deadlines, similar to production. And
Very similar.
and during that time, I believe it was in between 2005, 2006, when the construction market wasn't doing so hot in Monterey, and just decided that it was time to move on and to find something different. Business was my background, so I wanted to pursue something that was going to bring a little more joy to me than sitting in an office from 9 to 5.
Yes.
I saw a Craigslist ad. Funny enough, Craigslist was very popular back then, and it was a production company that was coming through Pacific Grove, and they were filming at a Silmar, and they asked for volunteers and for extras and crew to participate. And
so this is a really important point, because I think a lot of people, Alon, would like to know how to do what you've done and get into the industry in some way or another. Not all of us, seek to be famous actors or actresses.
Nor do I.
Nor do you. You're behind the camera guy.
I am behind the camera guy.
Thank you for being in front of it for me today.
Thank you.
But speak to this point. This is really interesting. You simply showed up.
I responded to the Craigslist ad. It said, we're looking for productions assistant, also referred to as PAs, and pretty much just means you're going to be there, and whatever we tell you to do, you're going to go do and make happen for us. So I volunteered as a production assistant. I showed up on set. They were asking me to echo things, which I had no idea what that meant. I mean, this is someone's screen. So when you echo is when someone in the industry is starting their shoot and goes quiet on set, then everyone repeats quiet on set, or the echoes shouted out so everyone that's playing with their phones hears it and puts it away. Or when they yell action, there's a particular person that will yell action or cut, and then everyone yells it so everyone's aware of what's happening within the set.
Right. And these seem like minor things or unimportant things, but truth be told, that can make a production successful or not.
Absolutely.
So there's lots and lots of need in different areas where you don't have to be particularly skilled or have a background, is what I'm hearing you say.
Correct, and just like any industry, each one has their own lingo, and once you get into the groove of things, you create your own language and you understand what they're asking you for. But to come in as a fresh person and not knowing anything, I felt that I was really accepted into, okay, well, we're going to have you what to do, and they got to teach you, obviously.
Sure.
I mean, you learn just in anything else. Like, you don't go and just pick up a hammer and start hammering away in construction.
Right.
There's different things that you learn. You see other people, and you go, oh, I could do that. Or
I could do that.
Yeah,
so where has that led you today? What are you doing today?
Today. Well, that project led me to meeting a producer who told me about the Monterey County Film Commission, and she actually served on the board. Her name was Brooke Holston, and she was starting another project a few months later and gave me a call and said, do you want to be a part of this? And I kind of shadowed her and was her office PA, so I kind of figured out a little bit more about the industry, and again, just looking through what she was doing, how the books are kept, how it really became a similarity between what I did in construction and with what production was doing it. So as a project manager, I was still doing, I still had deadlines, I still had clients, I still had employees, so everything just seemed like, oh, this is a cool thing, but I get to do it on my own time or in a particular schedule time.
So when did you, I'm going to roll you forward,
Of course.
When did you become president of the Film Commission Board?
Well, when I found out about what the Film Commission was, I called the Film Commission and I said, I just got into this industry. This is kind of what I want to do. Like, where do I go from here? And they told me, well, list yourself in the resource guide, do this, do that. And one of the first things I did was list myself as a production assistant.
So this is something that anyone could do who is in the film world, is that right?
Absolutely. And I'm going to get to it at how everyone could be a part of it, because when you really look at it, anyone could be part of this industry without changing what they do already.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that I didn't know. I thought I had to either move to Los Angeles or move to San Francisco in order to be effective and employed here. And in my case, that's not the case. I feel that I am successful here, and people come to me versus going to them.
So what if someone is a makeup artist or builds a construction set or something? How would they interact with the Film Commission to let them know?
So the first thing that I would do is call the Film Commission, let them know who you are, what your services are, and they could either tell you, well, this is what film production companies require, or if you want to be part of our mailing list, we mail out when a production company comes in. We'll do either casting calls or casting for different crew members, which is another great thing. But going back to this resource guide, I signed up as a production assistant, and I would just get phone calls from people in Paris and England, all over the world, just saying, we're coming in to film in Monterey, here's what we need, are you available?
Excellent.
And once I started figuring out what people were looking for, then I created my own business and created my little niche.
So you actually created a business out of this opportunity that you found on Craigslist.
Absolutely.
That's fabulous.
Absolutely.
What a great story.
And it's kept me going, and I owe a lot to the Film Commission because they really did open the door for me. So in my way of giving back is figuring out how to make the Film Commission work for other people and trying to pair them up with the right fit for what they want to do.
Right. Well, one of the things, Alan, that I was so surprised about when I first became involved with the Film Commission many years ago, I always thought, and I think a lot of people do, that, oh, I love movies, I love film, I want to be involved, with it in the Film Commission. In reality, our purpose is really to bring money, economic development to Monterey County. And this starts to get very exciting when you really look at the dollar volume of what bringing a movie
the return on investment
brings is phenomenal. Speak to that a little bit.
Absolutely. The return on investment for what the Film Commission does is amazing. I believe it's 10 to 1. Annually, we bring in revenue of $4 to $5 million for
$4 to $5 million every year to the community.
Yes, to the community. And this includes hotel rooms, this includes transportation, fuel, location fees, restaurants, caterers. I mean, you name it, you think of it, someone needs to go running, someone needs to use a gym. So, it's services that everyone has and everyone uses on an everyday life, but it is scaled up a little bit because the industry, of course, requires now. And even if it's not open, they want to be in there, which is what they pay for sometimes for access.
Right. So any business that really thought about this could offer their services and become involved and support the Film Commission, support industry. Talk to us about Real Friends. I'm going to hold this little brochure up here. I hope you can see it. Alon, describe what the Real Friends is for us.
So Real Friends is a program that helps us bond with the community. This year, our plan is to create an industry in the area that everyone could share their experiences, how they got there, what they need to do to get there. As a Real Friend, you could come in as a business and advertise with us. As a Real Friend, as a employee, you could come in and sign up for the different resource guide. As a Real Friend, you could come in for casting calls. It's a way to communicate with the community, which is why there are Real Friends.
Real Friends, R-E-E-L friends,
yes.
Real Friends.
Absolutely.
For those film reels.
And we're a small nonprofit. Our staff we don't have very much of the staff, so we do a lot with little bit amounts of resources. And what we're really looking for is for that help. We really need donations. We really need volunteers. The possibilities are endless, but if it's only 3 people, 4 people doing it, it's really hard to achieve our goal. So if you are interested, please, of course, contact the Film Commission. There's many different ways you could contact them. We have a website. Hopefully this year we'll be launching a new website. we are rebranding, so we are having new logos, new ads.
What about some events that are going on?
One of the new projects that's been in town is Big Little Lies. I'm sure everyone's seen
Big Little
on TV.
Lies. Oh.
It's a beautiful HBO series. It's, I believe, 7 episodes, and the Film Commission played a crucial part in bringing them here. So we're very excited about that. I believe it premieres February 19th.
Yes.
And the Film Commission will be holding an industry mixer on that day, and hopefully afterwards we'll be watching the screening.
Now, is this mixer going to be open to the public, Alon?
The screening is open to the public, but our hope is that anyone that participated in the filming or in the process of creating the film, that they would come to the Film Commission, talk about their great experiences, meet all the other people that were involved, and just have a great little party right before we see it for the first time.
What a fun opportunity.
Great opportunity.
For the public to get a bit of a behind-the-scenes. We probably won't get Nicole Kidman up here. I know I called, but she didn't answer. But I think we probably will have some people who've worked on the film. So what a great opportunity to participate.
Absolutely, and there were many people involved in that production, and a lot of towns were really highlighted. So that's the other opportunity, that it's seeing the whole process come through. So some people started with the process, some people were vendors, other people were extras, and now you're seeing it on TV. So you're seeing your friends, you're seeing your backyard, you're seeing all these magical places that exist in Monterey that some people don't even know about, which is a shame. Like in the last 5 years that I've been doing this, I know about Monterey County now. I've seen so much more than the 15 years that I've lived here.
Well, absolutely. You get a little bit of a behind the scenes. So tell our viewing audience how to reach the Monterey County Film Commission.
So the way you can reach Monterey County Film Commission is going to filmmonterey.org or emailing us at info@monterey.org. And we are available anytime. And you could either stop by our office or reach out to us, and you tell us what you do, and then we could tell you how we could help you.
Beautiful. Alon, thank you so much. That is so interesting. I really appreciate this.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on.
And we enjoyed being with you. Thank you for being part of YourTown television program. I'm your host, Paula Joy MacNab.